Hi, this is Robert Ranieri, and I have a painting here for you to look at today. It is from the series Via Appia, and it's titled Saxa, and it was painted in 2005. It's acrylic and oil on canvas. You can see that there are some strong divisions. It is obvious that this large rock formation here, kind of triangulated, is it kind of a diamond shape, but you can see it's divided into several dark units. And then there's a predominant of this orange field, which is rather complicated. And you can see that these slabs of orange are kind of, if not tumbled down, they are, say, visually spilling down to the lower left. And you can see then there are also other orange slabs, if you will, painted directed up to the others. So there's a contrast of the lining, the division between, and here they're differently positioned. And then over here with this orange, you have a question as to if this orange is a part of this field of orange here. And certainly we can see that it is differentiated in that the orange will actually escape and spill down almost like a staircase. And then positioned within that are several large simplified forms. You have an elliptical form here, and another one here, which is actually picked up by a couple of others. And then what happens then too is that that motif of the ellipsis is occurring down here with several thickened black line drawings, which enable the viewer to see that the space is carved into. And there's an overlapping. If we have this form here, which is drawn into with the large black, we also have this black, which is seemingly overlapped by this larger elliptical form. And then there's a competition as to see which unit is closer to you, the viewer, and which is further away. And so there's a series of incised, say, carved away forms. This, you could say, this column-like form is really a hollowing out of that space so that it could be seen to be also behind the orange, even though from another vantage point, as you scan through it, it could be seen to be in front. And so that kind of duality occurs rather often in my work. And there's a lot of extra overlapping and interlocking of these elliptical forms. And of course, since the palette is rather restrained overall, except for the preponderance of the orange and the black, then it becomes a rather simplified, say, viewing experience. And that is not always the case with my work, but despite the notion that complexity is there in abundance, there's also a way of zoning out and demarcating the various areas, and according to a very deep plastical, or plastic, concern here, which is part of my other work too, even in landscape architecture. Thank you for joining.